In this video, I'm going to explain how we manage issues, tasks, appointments, and all related services. In Rent Manager, whether you're an apartment association or a property management company, you receive a lot of pictures that need to be tracked. That's where property management software comes in. You can use the property management software to manage your issues, tasks, appointments, and more. There are several other task management software options like Zoho Desk, Zendesk, and Odoo Help Desk, but all of those cost extra. With Rent Manager, it's included. So how are we going to do this? Let me explain. For example, let's assume we receive an issue through a phone call. We're listening to the phone call and someone reports an electrical issue. How do we handle that? This could come through a phone call, an email, an SMS, a WhatsApp message, any form of communication. Click on Issues. You'll see all the issues listed there. Click on Add Issue. Example: there is no heat in my apartment. Now you have several options here. Who reported this? It was the tenant. If you select Tenant, the tenant's name will automatically populate. The property and unit details will also populate if they are assigned to that tenant. Let's take an example. Once selected, all the data will be populated automatically. You can choose to populate the unit manually. This is how you add the tenant, unit, or associated property. Then, who is it going to be assigned to? Let's assume it's a maintenance issue and assign it to the maintenance person. What is the status? If there is a vendor assigned, you can assign it to the vendor. Similarly, you can set the priority, low, medium, or high. You can also categorize the issue, whether it's an electrical issue or an AC issue. Since it's an AC issue, we can categorize it under electrical. You can record when it was reported, the due date, or the scheduled date. You can update all that information. If you have a file or an attachment, you can upload it here. Click Save and Finish to update it. Let's assume I'm going to assign it to myself. The issue is now created. You can add a note. Based on this, you can assign it and manage different sections. This is the Issue section, where you can track when it was scheduled, close the issue, or reassign it to someone else. You can assign it to a tenant, whether current, past, future, or a prospect, and enter the resolution details. What was the root cause? What was the solution? You can add those here. You can also add notes, upload files, pictures, or videos. If the issue falls into a specific category and required time tracking, you can assign hours. You can also create a work order and add checklist items. These are some of the available features. Since it's assigned to me, I can go to my calendar. This is my calendar, and the issue should show up here. If you look at the calendar, you'll see this particular issue is due tomorrow. It shows up here. Under Service Manager, Issues Due. If you check that option, it will appear. If you're only interested in tenant-related items, you can filter accordingly. Right now, we're looking at service issues that are due. The same issue appears again. You can choose different categories to display on your calendar. This view shows everything happening on a daily basis. The calendar also has a monthly view, with color coding for different items, like tenant leases. You have a weekly view, which shows what's happening during the week. Similarly, you can switch to a daily view, showing today's appointments or tomorrow's schedule. You can also see a complete list view of all items. Now let's talk about tasks. For example, you want to add a recurring task. Every week you want to check the list of people whose leases are expiring. So you create a task. Check and email weekly expiring leases. Send a reminder. You can choose whether it never ends or stops after a number of occurrences. Let's say it never ends. You can also link the task to a tenant. In this case, it's a generic task, not for a particular tenant. But you can create a task like Create Lease Agreement for a prospect. Or you can track a task for a specific tenant, like checking if rent was paid daily or weekly. That's how tasks work. Next, let's look at appointments. For example, you have a showing scheduled for tomorrow. If you have any appointments, this is where you track them. Click Add Appointment. It works the same way. Select the user, say a leasing agent. If a prospect is coming to visit, you can enter their name. Set the start time. Let's say it's tomorrow. You can send a reminder 1 or 2 hours before so you can call the person and confirm they'll show up. That's how appointments work. Click on Save, then check your calendar. The appointment should show up here. These are the icons for issues, tasks, appointments, the calendar, and the Make Ready board for new issues. If you have any doubts, please let us know in the comment section. Follow for more.